Okay, how cute is this? It's a little dolly sweeper.
Well, if you got a dollar, well, just lousy down. You know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine. You can take or leave me, but you ain't got much time, 'cause I just keep on rolling down the line.
So, it's been a while since I've gone to a high-end antique show. So this is the Fox Valley Antiques show. I want to say the name is longer than that, but I can't remember. It's a one-day show at the DuPage County Fairgrounds here in the western suburbs of Chicago. And I've been to shows like this, again, not for quite some time. This is not going to be a sourcing video. This is probably going to be maybe looking at some eye candy, and if I'm lucky, finding something for my own collection. Let's see what we get.
Well, all right, walking in the door, you can tell this is not your everyday flea market. All right, I knew I'd find some good pieces of tollware here, and here's some 3 pieces that look great, and it's encouraging. This is a shape I've never seen before, and it's only 22 bucks. So in some cases, you can go to a high quality place like this and the prices are going to not be too bad. Still learning about toll, not sure on the shape, not sure on the age of a piece like this. So I might ask, see if he can educate me at all, because that's again another nice thing about going to higher end markets where they specialize in primitives. They can tell you what they've got, and always fun to learn. Okay, how cute is this? It's a little dolly sweeper. I mean, it's still fairly large, so it wouldn't be in a doll house. But I guess for, you know, some of the larger size dolls, you just got a little toy sweeper from the Sweeperette Company of Grand Rapids, Michigan. 36 bucks. So I've made it my goal for this trip, or for this visit, I mean, I'm local, is to find a piece of pewter, and specifically I'm looking for a pewter measure. So I've got a little collection, I haven't showed it in a while, and here is the first piece that I found in the show so far. So it's 38 bucks. So that's about what I spend on them when I find them in shows like this. But I have this form already. I'm just looking for a good piece of 19th century pewter. These are measures. Should say somewhere on here. Should be marked what its size. Usually they're half a gill. I think this is a half gill. I just have them sitting in a bowl. So I'm going to remember that we have this one, but we're going to see if we can find any during the show. So you know how you tell good quality miniatures? When you take a picture of them, you don't recognize their scale. So here's a collection of miscellaneous fruit. No, that's for the bowl. Oh, there are 8 pieces of vintage stone fruit, $375. I've actually seen stone fruit before. I've never seen it in this size. But miniatures are always attractive, but the way you can tell a well-made miniature versus a mass-produced, you know, made in somewhere miniature is just basically take a picture of it. You look at, you know, again, I'll try and do another one. If you didn't have that price tag on there, you would think that this is a full-size basket. Yeah, when you hold it up, you see how small it is. So when people know what they're doing, you can get some really high-quality miniatures. When you've got a name like Huckleberry, you know I've got to stop. And sometimes you just find things that are fun. So these are, you know, Trusty loves his ephemera. You got an ephemera bowl of food models. So I'm not 100% sure what these would have been from. There's a little note there, came 12 cards in the envelope, present 171 food models. So I don't know if these were like punched out of bigger sheets, but They're on Fiesta ware, so first of all, how cool is that? And then you've got roll with butter. 1 medium enriched flour, teaspoon of butter. And then on the back, you've got like food nutrient information. So probably not super old, because I don't know what point they would have started gathering food nutrient information, but maybe the 60s, maybe getting into the 50s, I don't know. Signage doesn't really say anything. He said he found these on the West Coast, and I've never seen them before. So $8 each, 2 for $10, 3 for $12. Frame those up on a piece of black construction paper, and you've got a really cool addition to a kitchen vignette. All right, you know the huckster is gonna love his huckster stuff. So this is a Tramco Tribble Rope and Mop Company Salesman sample. Check this out. So I guess these are types of rope. I don't know. Otter, Duro, Old Look, and Sterling. All in this fantastic metal box. Looks like there's an old oak tag for the Tribble Rope and Mop Company. So these actually kind of looks like they maybe would be miniature versions of the mop, not the rope. So just how cool is this? One of those when you don't know that they exist. Who would have known that they had Salesman samples of mops? It's gonna stay here. It's worth every penny of $395, but so much fun to find stuff like this at a high quality antique show. And sometimes it's all about the eye candy. Never carried anything like these hair combs, but just look at the detail and the stonework on some of these. Absolutely gorgeous. Check out that one. Absolutely beautiful. But what actually brought me over here were the handbags. So I've carried a couple of handbags in the past, but nothing quite to this level of detail. Check this one out. In pristine condition. I'm not going to open any of these up. $225, worth every penny. Look at the fringe work on that. All of the beautiful designs. The chains still in place. Beautiful lavender and the mint green. Boulder color. Oh, just the frame on that one. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love the color contrast of that one. Always nice to have the eye candy. Another item you're not typically going to come across at your neighborhood garage sale or flea market is this gorgeous cabinet. Start with some of the inlay work. They even have lights dedicated to show the side panels on this sideboard. Let's see, what are they calling it? Livery cupboard. 16th century. $15,000, probably worth every penny. Actually, it is worth every penny because it's in the booth of Iowa City Arts and Antiques, one of my favorite channels to follow on Instagram. And they have, once again, a fantastic display. Their booth is very busy today, so I don't want to bother them or get too many people in the video, but definitely wanted to showcase this beautiful piece. So I've done a couple of videos about decorating for my soon-to-be new game room, and this is an absolutely gorgeous piece of folk art that is a folding, I don't know, would that be a Parcheesi board? Sure, you know, a couple of games kind of look like that. Absolutely gorgeous piece. I think I'm going to go a little bit more vintage as opposed to true antique. As much as I love true antiques, I'm not going to drop, it's worth every penny of that, $195, but I'm not sure this is going to look good against my Twister spinner, but always nice to find some more eye candy. I don't talk about this much, but my family comes from Sikeston, Missouri. I went there every year growing up as a kid. I really didn't think anything else came from Sikeston, but so when I saw the booth, I had to stop by. Some amazing pieces in the booth. And remember earlier when I said that I wasn't really interested in doing anything with antique game boards? Well, he wrote a book. And the book is The Art of the Game. Collection of vintage game boards. And let's just say I may need to rethink some of what I said. Just check out some of the art in this. Beautiful. So for starters, I'm gonna buy the book. And we'll see where that takes me. And after a couple of hours, I am done. It was a great show. There were some fantastic pieces. I did quite a bit of video clips, so I'm hoping it strings together to a decent length video. I do ask people if I can videotape, and to be perfectly honest, this was the first time I had a number of people say no. And that's fine. That's, it's a courteous to always ask. They're just people I'm not sure. The last person, I'm actually still struggling with his answer. He did not want me to videotape his collection, which was a phenomenal collection. I won't say of what, because it's the only collection I saw there. And so it is relatively unique. There's a book written about it that I'd never heard of. So again, I was going to show the book. I was going to show the collection. And his answer for why I couldn't was because he was going to be taking this collection to another show later in the year, and he likes to save things for that show, so he wouldn't want me to showcase things that might then sell. Dude, you're at an antique show. I thought that was the purpose. So whatever. His wife actually tried to convince him to let me videotape, and he was not having anything of it. Totally fine. I actually ran into a viewer in that booth, and I heard them talking after I walked away, and they were asking what my channel was or who I was. So I think in some cases, one person thought I was going to try and sell their stuff. I'm sorry, how would I even do that? So you know what? It's a different world for some people. So, hey, I appreciate you being part of my world. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it does string together to something of reasonable length, but it was a great collection. The only thing I walked away with is that book on game boards. And who knows, maybe Trusty started his first game board collection, antique game boards. We'll see. I do have a game wheel, and I do have that 1920s Chinese checker board. So who knows, maybe I already have a collection and didn't even realize it. So anyway, that book is going to be fantastic to read. Lots of eye candy. So again, thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye, finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my